right, good morning guys. We're going to talk about the STIHL blade installation kit that allows you to take your STIHL trimmer and put a blade on it. If you're looking to attack blackberries, salmonberries, tall grass, all kinds of stuff, you're really going to look to need a blade. But I want to make sure that you understand how to put a blade on safely so that you don't end up missing a limb or something like that. All right, the first thing is this barrier bar. This is going to come in the blade installation kit. It's going to have 2 screws, 2 square nuts, and this little handle. Not handle, bar. So we've got to remove the old handle, or the screws for the handle. So I'm going to quickly zip those out, like so. I'm going to drop this down, pop the old hardware out, just like this. That's gone. I'm going to put my clamp underneath the handle and my clamp over top. I'm then going to take the barrier bar and I'm going to drop square nut into the hole or into the slot and square nut into the slot, and you can see them right there. Now you're going to want to place this depending on what hand you intend to hold this machine with. So most people are going to stand on this side of the machine, so I'm going to put this bar sticking out this way, and you'll see what happens when we flip it over. It'll put it into perfect position. So let's tighten these up here. We're just going to give them a little spin, not all the way. Now we're going to flip that handle into the proper position, hold it in place, and finish tightening it up. Okay, so there's your barrier bar. The purpose of the barrier bar is if I'm running a blade and I hit something and it kicks back, this bar is going to hit my leg, hopefully, to prevent it from coming further back. Okay, so the barrier bar is in place. Perfect. Next, we need to put on the large deflector. Okay, here's the standard grass deflector designed for visibility to allow you to see the line head while you're edging or while you're trimming under and around stuff. But when I'm running a blade, I've got a lot more potential debris that could be coming at me. I want to run a larger deflector. So again, I'm going to remove the hardware. They've got 4 screws real quickly. And you do not need a power tool to do this. I'm doing this to speed up the process. One more. There we go. Okay, so that's off. You can see the 4 threaded screws or slots right there. Pop this new deflector on, carefully making sure that they don't cross thread as you go in. All right, now I'm going to tighten that up. Now once you've made the switch to this large deflector, it can stay on at all times, whether you're running a blade or the line head. I personally like the large deflector when I'm running the line head because it really keeps me from getting covered with the debris. It is a little bit more challenging if you're going to flip this up and edge with it to see the line head edge, but there's no problem in running the large deflector with blade or line head. All right, the next step is going to be installing the blade itself. So we're going to need 2 things for that. We're going to need a locking pin and a bar wrench, combination wrench. I believe that's a 17 millimeter. Okay, the locking pin is going to go right up here in this hole. Okay, I'm going to put that in place and I'm going to rotate the head until this pin seats. It's now seated. STIHL's been very wise. They put a little magnet in there to keep that pin in place. Now it's reverse thread. I'm going to spin the head off like this. Okay, and the head is now removed. Let's get this blade out. This is the STIHL brush knife. Works very well on blackberries, salmonberries, tall grass. Not really something you're going to be using if you're cutting stuff much over, say, thumb diameter, something in the 1-inch range or bigger. Okay, so there's the brush knife. We have a whole line of blades at Carl's Mower and Saw. I'd recommend that you come in and check out what we have so that we can match you up to the right blade for your application. So, all right, take a quick look here. We've got an arbor, okay, and that blade is going to come down and it's going to seat on that arbor. It's centered now, right? They've made it very simple. This is our retainer with a built-in thrust washer. You'll see splines that are gonna line up, and it's just gonna sit down in, and I'm gonna put the nut in place. Let's back up here 1 minute. This is a new part. This and this used to be two separate items. If that's the style that you have, fine. They work totally fine. You just need to remember that this thrust washer, if separate, goes on convex. So I'm applying the pressure down and out, not concave, okay? Convex to apply the pressure down. So I'm gonna set this retainer on. I'm gonna take the nut. Again, it is reverse thread, so I'm gonna spin it lefty tighty, righty loosey, okay? I'm gonna put this wrench in place. Notice the locking pin is still in, and I'm gonna tighten this up. Now, I could probably get this to about here on this wrench. It needs to be tight, but not He-Man tight. So just a good turn, we're on. Remove the locking pin, spin the blade, looks good. I know it's centered. And there we go. That's the installation of a STIHL blade installation kit. Stop by Carl's Mower and Saw to pick up all your STIHL products. We'll see you soon.